and I was fucking goofy.
It's like clockwork. What up, world? Good morning. Y'all see the title? Uh, most of us in this country, most of the black people in this country, are natives, native blacks to this land. That's a fact. All that stuff y'all be talking about, uh, black people came from Africa and all that. I think that's true. I think some black people came from Africa. The ones that were brought here on the slave ship, but the majority of black people were already here. Here's how I do. I I go on what makes sense. It's because there's so much delusional information, so much false information, so many different perspectives, so many this and that on our real origin story, to where uh, the stories are so damaged, should I say? You know what I'm saying? That I just basically go on what makes sense. That's why I don't believe in the Bible and the religion and all that, because it don't make sense. Stuff has to make sense to me. So to me, it doesn't make sense that all people came from two people. That doesn't add up to me. That doesn't calculate. All grass doesn't come from two blades of grass. All trees don't come from two trees. All nothing in life comes derives like that. So why would humans? Humans ain't nothing but just another form of life. So if nothing else in life that we know of comes from derived from two single entities, nothing else in life does that but humans. It doesn't make any sense. So if it don't make sense, I don't fuck with it. That's how I rock. So the blacks being native to this land, that makes more sense. That makes more sense than, they brought us out here on slave ship, this, that, and the third. That just don't add up. It makes more sense that since since we know that black people were the first people, or I don't even want to say the first, the oldest people, since we know that, then it makes more sense to think that there were already black people here on this land before anybody. So, cause to me that would be saying like it was just a barren wasteland, like before them. That y'all thinking like the white people. Y'all thinking like Christopher Columbus and them and all that. Cause that's what they thought. They thought that before they got here, this is just a barren wasteland. It was them who made it an actual civilization, which is not true. You know what I'm saying? It was them who invaded other people's civilization. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't buy the we all came from Africa thing. It just don't add up. I actually want that to be true. You know what I'm saying? I would like that to be true for us to all have came from one centralized location. I think that sounds cool, and it sounds like something that could give us some kind of unit, some kind of grasp on some type of unity or something. But it just don't add up. It's like somebody coming up to me and telling me that 5 plus 7 or 5 plus 1 equals 98. And I'm like, no, 5 plus 1 don't equal 98. I can write down, I can do it on the math on a piece of paper right now and show you. So that's we all came from Africa theory. It just don't sound real. It don't make any sense. It don't make enough sense. It sounds like something the white people made up to try to have control over this land or whatever. Because of course they would say they discovered this and because they trying to build this into their mecca. So of course they don't want anybody to come back and say, no, this is our land. Ooh, ooh. So they claimed it for theirs, and then they tried to kill off all the natives, try to enslave and kill off all the natives. So I don't buy it. I don't buy we all from Africa thing. I think y'all just heard that from another. Y'all basically just heard that from another, you know, black nationalist or another black person and just ran with it. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds good. And a lot of y'all got that from the Bible. That's a biblical theory that we all came from Africa. That's where the Bible is set in Africa. That's where all that stuff happens in Africa. So that's a biblical stance to say that we all came from Africa. So if you don't if you're not into the biblical thing, um, then you probably won't believe. You probably think we're natives because that's a biblical concept to think that we all came from two people in Africa and all that. That doesn't make sense. I don't buy anything that don't make sense. Period. Because how I look at it is, I'm a pretty, as far as I know, I'm a pretty intellectual person. So I research stuff, and I don't just take anything for face value. I look into stuff, all that. So I feel like if it don't make sense to me, it's a problem. It's got to make sense. It's got to line up in some format, with history. It's certain things that have to line up. You know what I'm saying? For me to believe something, and I don't believe that we all came from Africa. That sounds crazy to me. Uh, and also, I'm gonna touch on the country thing too, because I hear a lot of people from the South, debating on if they country or not. That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous debate to me. Because if you from the South, anywhere in the South, I don't give a damn where, you country. Period. I don't give a damn you live in the city part of the South, the country part of the South, the urban, the rural, wherever. If you from the South meaning Texas, Louisiana, and it's a lot of other places that claim the South, like Florida and Georgia and all, but they ain't really the South really. So I call them the South just because everybody else done kind of claim that to be the South. But in real life, if you look at the map, Florida, Georgia, and all that is the East Coast. That's not the South. The South is Texas and Louisiana. That's the South. If you from the South, Texas or Louisiana, I'm not gonna speak for Florida and all that right there because I don't really necessarily consider that the South. If you from the South, you country. If you from Texas or Louisiana, I don't give a damn what part. They be trying to argue with. Well, no, I'm from Houston. I'm from here. I'm from Baton Rouge. I'm from Streetport. And Streetport, they ain't country. No, they all everybody country. It's just different levels of country. You got it's levels to this shit. If you go to Louisiana, the dudes who be in the swamp getting the crawfish and they cook crawfish boiling right there in the swamp. The big boats with the big fan thing on the back or whatever, propeller or whatever on the back. They country. That's the epitome of country. Them people right there, like when you say country, them is like the stars of the day. They a star. They a star. You know what I'm saying? They the stars of the country shit. From them, there's levels. It goes on levels from them. They stay at the top. They the top country people. The people that actually live in the country. They farming. They got horses and shit. They the top shotter when it comes to the country shit. Now there's levels off that branch off of that. You see what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if you live in the city. You still a level off of that. You country as hell. I'm up here listening to these niggas talk, and they talking country as hell, saying they not country. I'm like right now, why you saying you not country? You sound country. That's all. When people say you country around the world, around the United States, that's all they saying. Is that you got a country lingo, the way that you talk. They don't know where you from. They don't know if you grew up in the backwoods or in the city or none of that. They just hear you talking. So when they hear you talking, they gonna say you country. Period. And you are. You country. You country as hell. Should be proud of it. I don't know why niggas be running from the country. Uh, I love being country. I got gold teeth and everything. I love being country. I'm country. Somebody tell me I ain't country, I be in my feelings. So I ain't never understood the whole not want to be country thing and thinking it's like some bad thing or something. No, if you from the South, that's like the top. You the top South person. If you country, that's the top. That's why everybody love. Think about it. That's why everybody love Pimp C. Why everybody love Pimp C? It wasn't because they know Pimp C and they love him because they ain't know that nigga. They love Pimp C because he had the country twang. Yeah, it's going down. Yeah, it's going down, bitch. It's going down, bitch. We love that. You know what I'm saying? We love the country twang. That's why we love Pimp C. We ain't love him because, oh, I know Pimp C and he's a pretty good person. And this, that, and the third. We don't know Pimp C. We love Pimp C because he talk country. Because he country as fuck. We love Triple C's Mafia because they country as fuck. We love Gangsta Boo because she country as fuck. We love Master P because that's country. Make him say, he made a whole song about a sound effect. You know what I'm saying? That's country. Him saying, make him say, nah, that's country. Him saying that is country. You see what I'm saying? So it's funny that niggas be talking about they ain't country. We the epitome. If you from Texas and Louisiana, you the epitome of country. All them other states around us that's claiming they from the South, they levels off of you. The Texas and Louisiana is the epitome of country. We the we the core of country. Everything else kind of just a level off of us. The East Coast, they not Florida and all that. They country, but they not country like us. You know, you gotta go to Florida and see niggas riding around on horses and shit. Right here in my city, I could go down the street and see some people riding down the street on a horse. I can go right around the corner right here, and there's people that got houses and got horses in front of their house in the fence. That's country. We country. I love it. I wouldn't have it no other way. I don't want to be no city slicker or no goofy shit like that. I like my country twang. I like the way I talk. I like the way I walk. I like the way I am. Country. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have it no other way. But a lot of these cats, they be ashamed of being country or something. They be trying, nah, we ain't country. We from the city. We from New Orleans. I heard the New Orleans nigga say that. We from New Orleans. New Orleans ain't country. What? Nigga, every last corner in Louisiana is country. Every last square foot. I don't give a fuck where you at. I ain't never met nobody from Louisiana that wasn't country. That's what we like about Louisiana people. That's what we like about Juvenile. My nanny's gonna die with me. Pick up the supply with me. Who, me? That's country. He country. He got gold teeth. All his teeth gold. That's country. The gold teeth thing is a country thing. All the people that's rocking it now from up north and all that, they got it from us. That was them trying to be country. That's country. Gold teeth. If you got gold teeth, you country. I put it like this, not now, because now that went all over the world, so everybody think. But if you're an older person with gold teeth, you country. Period. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. You shouldn't run from it. You should accept it and love it. I love the fact that I'm country. I feel like if I take that away, who am I? Take away the country shit, I'm like just a regular person. That's boring. That's why the hoes love us. Anytime we go anywhere, anytime I done went to any other state, any other place, the bitches love me because they love my Texas twang. They do. I didn't even think it much of it until I started going to other places and all that. And hoes tell me, oh yeah, I love the way you talk. I'm like, what do you mean love the way I talk? I don't even know what you're talking about. But according to them, we have a southern dialect, twang. And people love it. That's why the southern music is the most popular music right now. It's not about southern music ain't the best music because they from Georgia or they from wherever. No, it's because they have a southern dialect, a southern twang when they talk. That's why the music is hot. So for somebody to not like being country is weird to me. To me, and you tell me I'm not country, I'm gonna have that be offended. You know what I'm saying? Who is this in the thing? Gay? Are you gay? If you gay, what's that say? Gay? If you gay, that's cool. Gay people could be in my chat. I ain't tripping. Just don't ever try to holler at me and then you good. I'm not no anti-gay person like that. You look like what? Look like girl. You ain't you. It's 5:30 in the morning where I'm at, and whoever this is on here want to talk crazy. I'm up for it. What's up? You ain't. But anyway, what I was saying was, country. If you from the South and you not country, that's weird. I couldn't imagine nobody being from the South and not be country. I can't even. That don't make no sense to me. It don't add up. How you from the South? How you from Texas, Louisiana? I guess you could throw Florida, Georgia, and them in there, kinda, sorta. But y'all really on the East Coast. To be 100% honest with y'all, y'all not from the South. That's the East Coast. Bare minimum, y'all would have to say Southeast. You couldn't just say South. Cause if y'all the South, cause they used to try to say Texas was the West. So if Texas is the West, what the fuck is California? California much just don't even exist then. If Texas is the West, that don't make any sense for Texas to be the West. Y'all going on the 13 colony. The reason why they think Florida and Georgia and all that is the South, cause they still going on when the United States was just the 13 colonies going all the way up the East Coast. They leaving out the whole rest of the United States. When it comes to the United States, Texas and Louisiana is the South. Texas is the most southern state. Texas is the most southern. Louisiana is next. And then you got Tennessee, Alabama, and all that stuff. But the South is Texas and Louisiana. To be 100% honest with you, on the South Coast, the South Coast of this country is Texas and Louisiana. Period. Ain't nowhere around. You gotta go pull out a map and look at it. You'll see. Georgia, Florida, all that, East Coast. South Carolina be calling they call themselves the South. They be like, we from the South. They damn near they so super East Coast. They like the main East Coast. But you'll hear them saying they from the South. I'm like that. In my mind, I be like, nah, y'all ain't from the South. And I don't mean no disrespect by that. I'm just being real. Just pointing out reality. I'm a realist. The reality of it, that's the East Coast. Pimp C said that shit a long time ago. I was already on that before Pimp C said. When he said, I was like, yeah, that's the same shit I was thinking, Pimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the South. You know what I'm saying? But y'all country is hell, though. The Florida, Georgia, and all that country is hell. Super country. As far as the twang and the dialect and all that. Y'all super country. But as far as being the South, that's more like the Southeast. Y'all got to put another tag on that. The South is for us. Texas, Louisiana, that's the South. I hate I gotta be the one to break the news. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn me. I love Florida. I love Georgia. I love these places. I'm just a realist. I love the people from there. I love people from Georgia. Be cool as hell. Everybody that I know that's from Georgia got some type of talent. They cool as hell. They fly. They know how to drill, all kind of stuff. I fuck with them people. But that's not the South, really. That's the East Coast. Y'all East Coasters. Y'all East Coast South people. Y'all not South. We South. We down South. Dirty South. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love being country. Can't nobody talk us out of being country. First, I'm gonna give me a horse. As soon as I get the money and give me a big ass house on some land, I'm gonna give me a couple horses. You better believe it. I'm gonna be riding around town, be first rapper on the video riding around on a horse. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Nah, I don't mean to be disrespectful or nothing. I ain't trying to disrespect Florida or Georgia or none of them places. But I'm just being a realist. And in real life, that's the East Coast. That's if you go to the East Coast of this country, that's where those states are. That's just a real fact. You know what I'm saying? But um, I hate when people try to run from being country. You country, you country. That's a good thing. Embrace it. Love it. That's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we are in the South. That's how we was raised. We raised, Shit, I'm with the smoke. Uh, uh, bitch nigga Barbie, whatever your name is. I'm with the smoke. Bitch nigga Barbie. That's your name now. Bitch nigga the Barb. You one of the Barbs. You one of Nicki Minaj you on her fan team. you you a Nicki Minaj fan team ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. I'm with the smoke. I'm not my live, but I'm not gonna ban nobody. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm with it. I'm with whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can say I'm with whatever you talking about. Whatever you with, I'm with. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's a bitch nigga that I wouldn't even go in nobody room and type nothing this early in the morning. I'm busy trying to do what I'm trying to do. So to me, a nigga that's worried about another nigga early in the morning, you a bitch ass nigga anyway. So you showed yourself. I ain't even gotta say nothing about you. You showed your bitchness, your bitch, what they call it, bitch assness. You showing it yourself. You know, you high siding on yourself. Is what I'm saying. By even being in the chat, bumping. But back to what I was saying. Um, nah, we native to this land. Blacks are native to every land, and we didn't come from Africa to get here. It was just people here already. It was people all over the earth. That's a fact. What you look like? Why you wanna know what I look like? What kind of gay ass you niggas is? I'm tired of this homo movement. All this homo stuff, man. It's too much. Especially if you go on TikTok. If you be on TikTok, then every time you flip that motherfucker, it's gonna be some homo shit. It's like they trying to take over the world with that shit. Nah, I don't want you to see me, goofy. Why would I want you to see me? I ain't no bitch. I ain't on here on trying to be seen and shit. My little them, you one of them, bro. You probably got a on your page. You probably be dancing and shit. Bitch ass nigga, I ain't on here trying to be seen. Cake ass boy. But with the smoke though, I'm not gay at all. Just like the what? See, oh, why though? For what? I always wanted to know that. For what? Why? Why? Why you want to see me? I want to know. I really want. That's a real question. I'm not even trying to be funny or nothing. I really be wanting to know that. Like, why people want to see the people so bad? I'm in Texas. I'm a Texas nigga. Big time. But nah, I don't really like being on camera like that. I show myself sometime on here, but I ain't really just trying to be seen like that. I think it's goofy. I ain't trying to be seen. I don't want to be a star. I want to get the money. You know what I'm saying? See what? I'm in Texas. Also, nigga, 30 minutes from Dallas. I'm in Dallas. What worse? live ever. Get off of it, then. It ain't that. It can't be the worst because you own this motherfucker. Jim, Jim, Jim Lee. What did I say? I can't even see this writing and shit. Where at then? Kendrick Price. Why you want to know where I'm at? Why? For what? That's pointless. For what? What's the point of that? What's the point of you knowing where I'm at? I don't get that. For what? I bets beats you in MMA. You might could. I don't do it. I don't do MMA. I get out there though. You might win. I might hit you in your jaw. I might catch you in shit. A fight is always 50-50. It don't matter the size of the people. A fight can go either way at any given time. If you going in the fight thinking that you gonna win, you already done lost. You gonna help my life. Man, you's a weenie. Help it. Share it. Share it on your Facebook. That'll help it. Damn, I broke my fucking Bluetooth. I'm mad in the bitch right now. I dropped it and broke it. Okay, there you go. Still working. Yeah, I disconnected though. Alright. Fight with what? Gun is gay jobs. Y'all must be from another country or something. Cause y'all can't even talk right. You know what I'm saying? Or either you retarded as hell, you just can't spell or you can't write. What? It must be another time where y'all like, why y'all up at 5 in the morning talking crazy on people things? That's crazy to me. I would never be up doing that. We not alike. Y'all not like us. We wouldn't be up on people live and doing all talking crazy and all that. What kind of person is doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Y'all don't think about stuff for y'all do it. Y'all don't be like, this might be kind of goofy. You just do shit. Just do anything. That's goofy. To be up 5 or something in the morning, talking crazy and all that. You, you should just have what you got to say on the. Y'all ain't got nothing to say on the topic. The topic is uh, blacks being native to this country and uh, uh, are being country in the South. Are you country? You from the South? Y'all say you're from Texas. What you think about the country topic? That'll help my life. Say something about the country topic. Do you think you country as hell? Are you from Texas or you just live in Texas? These niggas up early. Damn, I be having shit to do. I'm trying to squeeze this in. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to squeeze in my life right here. You know what I'm saying? I got shit to do with my day. Y'all ain't got shit to do. Y'all here talking about some dumb shit. I'm gonna be some kids. Either y'all some kids or you just a goofy. If you a grown person, you grown, you super grown, and you over here talking crazy doing all that, well, you out of there. That mean you ain't got nothing. That mean you ain't got no business or nothing. People that got a business, if they up at this time, they working on their business. They ain't even got time to be talking crazy or nothing. If so, either y'all some kids or just some bum ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? If you some kids, y'all need to get off here and go ready for school or whatever. If y'all some bum ass niggas, I don't know what you need to do. You need to fix your life. You need to figure something out. because up being on live on YouTube, on live popping shit and all that, it's goofy. Your life is going nowhere with that. And then you talking about pulling up on people with all this type of stuff. Your life ain't going nowhere with that. Like literally, your life ain't going nowhere with that. We gotta do better, guys. We gotta we gotta figure out a way to do better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I know y'all watching all these court cases and all that. All these youngsters and all that. They thought they was gangster too. As soon as they hit the courthouse, they telling it all. Oh, they want to tell all the business now. Oh yeah, he did it, she did it, we did it, they did it. We did it at this time. Before we did it, we went and got a frosty from Wendy's. Uh, uh, they tell it detail. They tell it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all telling it in detail. I have your mom in the car every day. Yeah, it's a child. That's a child. Don't you got school? This ain't a child live. This is an adult live. I thought I put that on there when I started the live. It asks you, it say is this for kids, or no, if this not for kids, say some shit like that. And I put no. So how the fuck you get on here? You know what I'm saying? Cause you obviously a child. You need to get off my live. No children allowed. This is for adults too. This ain't even for like 18-year-old adults. It's for like 25 and up. It's a 25 and up live. Half-ass 30 and up. Cause to me, at 25, you still half-ass a kid. When I was 25, I was still half-ass a kid still. I still thought and act like a kid. Even now, I still got my childish ways. You know what I'm saying? So I could just 25, you still a baby. That's a baby. Y'all some children on here talking crazy. And then y'all on the web talking crazy. Y'all wouldn't say none of that. If you was sitting right here with me, you wouldn't say none of that. You wouldn't. You wouldn't say none of that. That's all on the internet. That's all internet stuff. I don't even respect that. Anyways, I don't respect your tough guy. I don't respect your gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't real. A real gangsters in here bumping and all that, doing all that. Fuck out of here. If niggas is up right now, they trying to get some money. They getting their truck ready to get out on the road. They got some kind of job they going to. They got some kind of money they trying to get. They ain't on here bumping to no niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's goofy. That's embarrassing. Y'all embarrassing yourself. If y'all some children, y'all need to get off my live because this is adult only. I'm talking that shit. But if anybody on here, if y'all from Florida or Georgia or wherever, and y'all feel disrespected what I said about the South, oh well. I didn't mean it as disrespectful. I mean it as real, real life, like real uh, geographics. Like if we talking about geographics, we're talking about uh, the country of the United States. If you look at it, if you look at a map, if you draw the south, east, west lines right in the middle of it, then that's what I'm saying. As far as being southern by dialect, country and all that, hell yeah, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, all them countries here. They all country by dialect and all that. But being the South, we the South. Texas is the South. Louisiana is the South. Facts. Uh, yeah, back to my original point though. It's no way that it wasn't black people here. To me, that's like saying all the grass came from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like it was two blades of grass in Africa. That's how it started, and then those blades grew, and somehow a bird got a hold of one of them or something. That sounds crazy to me. The whole all humans came from two humans. That don't make no sense. Y'all don't think about the stuff. Y'all just let people tell y'all anything. Y'all don't actually think about it. If you really just all that stuff in the Bible and all that, if you really just think about it for a second, it don't make no sense. If something don't make sense, 9 times out of 10 it's some bullshit. 9 times out of 10, if it don't make no sense, it's some foolishness. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff makes sense. Making a woman from a man's rib. That ain't how you make people. We know that ain't how you make people. How you make people is not through the rib. It's through the panocha. It's not through the rib. You know what I'm saying? That's how you make people through the panocha. You know what I'm saying? You don't make them. You don't make people through the rib. So that off top don't make sense. Um, the dinosaurs. We know that they were dinosaurs. We found the fossils and all that. Why did the Bible not speak of dinosaurs at any given point? You never thought about that, right? Why does the Bible never speak of dinosaurs? I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Um, I'm just saying that's where y'all got the all the black people came from Africa thing. That's where y'all got that from. Y'all got that from the Bible. Y'all didn't get that from nowhere else but the Bible. That all the people came from Africa. Cause y'all going on the whole Adam and Eve thing. And then they would have to have had incest. In order to all the people to come from two people, they would have had to been super ancestral at first. You know what I'm saying? So all the kids would have been retarded. That's what happens when you have incest. All the kids would have been having disorders, deformities. That would have created a horrible race of people coming from two people. That's what I'm saying. But no, none of that is real. I don't. It just don't make sense. It gotta make sense to me. I'm not. I'm not. You can't just pee on my leg and tell me it's raining and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta make sense. None of that makes sense. It doesn't make sense for somebody to die and come back to life. It doesn't make sense for somebody to part the sea. It doesn't make sense for somebody to be in a whale's stomach and survive and all this type of stuff. None of that makes sense. So if it don't make sense, if 9.9 times out of 10, it didn't happen, or it's not feasible for it to happen. So I'm not buying it. I don't follow people. You know what I'm saying? I learn from people. I don't follow people because I'm a person. So anything that you can comprehend and understand, I can comprehend and understand. I just got to get some understanding. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like I should follow anyone's version of something that none of us know anything about. I'm not gonna follow anyone's version. Not Abraham, not preacher John, nobody, because I'm a human just like them. So my rendition of however this thing started, or from all the information I've gathered, holds just as much weight as the next man. See what I'm saying? So whoever wrote the Bible, I feel like how I feel about it holds just as much weight as how they feel about it. You see what I'm saying? Because whatever whatever we did come from, we all came from it. Whatever it is, whether it be our parents, they parents, before that it was a fish or whatever. Whatever we came from, we all came from that same thing. So that means that your opinion has no more weight than mine. We all stand on the same square. We all on this earth. We all people on this earth that don't know where we came from. All of us. We all people on this earth that don't know where we originally came from, or if we even originally came from anywhere. None of us know that. We know that. That's the one fact we do know. We know that none of us know where we came from. We know that fact. We don't know nothing else. We know that none of us actually know where we came from. So that what that means is anybody's rendition of where we came from is valid to them at least, because no one actually knows. You see what I'm saying? So we don't have a fact on that. We don't have no solid fact. We say, oh, this is really what it is right here. Bing, bada boom, bada bing. This is what it is. There's no thing like that. There's no fact of where people came from originally, or So if someone wants to say we came from a god, that can be valid to them. If somebody want to say we came from aliens, that could be valid to them. Nobody can even argue you can argue it, but your argument has no more validity than theirs. Both of y'all's argument is just really just theories, or just what y'all done put together from what people done told you. That's it. Even if you're going with the more popular rendition, which is the God concept and all that. Even if you're going with that concept, that's still just a concept that another person came up with. You see what I'm saying? So how can another person that doesn't know where we came from tell me where we came from? That doesn't make no sense. That's religion is why I don't fuck with religion. It's the fact that people are so confident about that stuff. Like, how can you be so confident about all that when nobody really knows? You see what I'm saying? To me, that points out character in a person. If you super confident about something that nobody knows, to me, that means you a bullshit artist, con man. The message is held for review. People saying dumb shit. When you in the chat, when your shit say the message is being held for review, that means somebody said some dumbass shit. And then they said some dumb shit. Because it's like the AI stopped it and shit. It was so stupid that the AI even knew it was stupid. It was like, damn, that was extra dumb. Nah, but we native to this land, man. We native to everywhere. Period. And we didn't come from Africa. All the all the continents were connected at one point. All the continents were connected. So when the continents broke up, it was just people. It was still, or I think that was before people, supposedly before people or whatever. But what I'm saying is, when people did hit the earth, I don't think they came from no one source. I just don't believe that. I think that's a biblical concept. I don't think that's a reality concept. Cause we don't see that nowhere. We don't see that nowhere else in life. Nowhere else in life do we see all the life coming from one source. We don't see all the trees coming from one tree. We don't see all the, we don't see that. Nowhere have we ever witnessed that. And no part of the human existence have we witnessed life coming from one source. We've never seen that happen in life. Never, ever. Never witnessed it. Never. It's never been a thing. Why would it be a thing at this point of where y'all say that God created everything? Nah, I don't buy it. Can't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. You know what I'm saying? That's all make believe. That's all humans trying to, it's kind of arrogant when you think about it. For a human to think that a human created the universe, or someone that looks like a human created the universe, that's arrogant. Because there's so many things in the universe that's so much more powerful, more intelligent, more this, more that than humans. Why would this all knowing, all conceptual, all this, all that being be a human? That doesn't make any sense. To me, that automatically says that humans made it up. Because why did they make the character a human? I would think the God would be a mountain or something, a volcano, the sun, something more powerful than a human is. In the grand scheme of things, a human is minuscule. A human is like an ant. To the sun. What is a human to the sun? Think about it. What is a human to the sun? Nothing. You're a particle of nothingness. Why would you be the God? That doesn't make any sense. You're a particle to the sun. A human is a particle of nothingness. You don't even exist. Like, 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 like. a particle of dust, right, to us, doesn't even exist really. When we walking down the street, we walk over particles of dust. We don't even know that it was there like that. We don't even realize that it exists. That'd be like a particle of dust claiming that it's God. I'm God, the particle of dust. I'm the God of this thing. What? You ain't the God of nothing. You little particle of nothingness. The sun, you can't even stand next to the sun. The sun won't even allow you to get close to it. But you this powerful God thing and all that. You created all this stuff though. But the sun won't even allow you to get next to it. Millions of miles next to it. You can't even come millions of miles next to it. Or it'll evaporate you. But you the most powerful thing in the universe that created the whole universe though. Yeah, I buy that. I buy that. Sell me some motherfucking mystery. What's that stuff they used to sell the oil salesmen back in the day? They used to run around selling people some bullshit, telling them it was medicine and all that. That's what y'all doing. That I don't buy that. It don't make sense. It's gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff makes sense. I'm finna get off of here though in a little bit. I don't want to get off because I be having a pretty decent crowd and all that. Y'all ain't responding or nothing. Y'all ain't talking. What's y'all opinion on the native? I know a lot of y'all think that we all came from Africa and all that. I just don't really buy that. I think probably some of us did. I think some of the people that were here already got caught up in the slavery and stuff too. When the colonizers and all that came here, they was enslaving all the black looking people. It didn't, the slaves, the people that they brought here, and the people that was already here. They was just on a rampage. They just, from what I understand, they just called the people here Indians because they sat Indian style, like the Buddha, like the people that was worshiping Buddha and all that. They sat Indian style like those people, which were from India. So they called them Indians. The white boy named them the Indians. The white boy named the black people Indians. And what they weren't just Indians. In my police office. Oh, you a police? I knew you was a sucker. I knew it. I could tell by the way some you it was some was giving sucker vibes. You a police? I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was something. You was giving off weenie vibes, strong weenie vibes. But no man, we from here. This is our land. They took our land. That's why. That's what to me. That's what the reparations is about, really. You paying taxes on our land. You owe us tax money, bitch ass niggas. Y'all owe us tax money. Y'all been on our land building shit, making money, doing all this stuff. Y'all owe us tax. Where our money at? Y'all ain't pay us our money for being on our land, building all this shit, starting civilization, doing all this. Where our cut at? We didn't get our cut. That's what we saying. We need our cut. That's all. That's good business. But y'all don't do good business. I thought this was a capitalist country. In order to be a good capitalist, you gotta do good business. You can't be a scammer. How you a scammer and a capitalist at the same time? Does that make sense? Is a scammer a capitalist? Because I don't think a scammer is a capitalist. You know what I'm saying? I think a scammer like has the capitalist mindset. I think they have the capitalist mindset. But if you scamming, that ain't capitalism. Capitalism is supply and demand. So I don't know, man. We from here. They took our land. They owe us for it. They owe us back the land. We need to get back. Y'all need to get back the land and money too, from all the money y'all made on the land. Oh, we want it back. That's what we talking about when we talking about we natives and all that. A lot of y'all missed the point. A lot of y'all goofies and all that be battling against the native thing and all that. Y'all missed the point. The point of saying that we native, half of the point of saying we natives is we saying it's our land. We want it back. We want to get paid in full while y'all on our land. Y'all missing the whole movement. Y'all like the niggas that's fighting against reparations and shit. Oh no, black people shouldn't get reparations. When you fight against the native thing, you kind of like the nigga that's fighting against reparations a little bit. Y'all kind of in the same league a little bit. Cause that's kind of why people. That's what at least me. I can't really speak for all the other people saying they natives. Me, reason why I push that line so hard because I'm pushing that line to say y'all owe me. Y'all owe my family. Y'all owe my bloodline. Cause this our land. We was here. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know why y'all pushing that line. I'm pushing that line so cause y'all need to pay me what I'm due. That's why I'm pushing the line on some reparation shit too. I really believe that too though. But I'm saying that's why I'm so that's why I'm so strong behind that though. Is because I feel like that's a stronger point to push home. Is why we should get it, the reparations, because y'all owe us rent money. Where the rent? Y'all late on the rent. We got to evict you. It's time to evict you. We got to get the eviction papers ready. That's how we need to get our reparations. We need to do eviction papers on all these different on all this land or all this stuff. We need to start issuing eviction notices. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. We need to issue eviction notices. And by this date, if you don't have your eviction, if you don't have your rent money in by this date, you get evicted. That's the reparations money right there. Boom. Everybody get the reparations money. Or they gonna get off their land, get out their house, whatever. You got a date by January 1st. You gotta have your payment in. All your payments and all that. We're gonna come like the IRS. You gotta have all your stuff ready. All your payments better been made and all that. If not, you're getting evicted. We need to have eviction notices. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get our reparations. We evict everybody. But nah, man. Uh, Shout out to the chat. Even though y'all was talking smack, at least y'all was uh involved. I can't even. The people that wasn't talking smack, they wasn't involved. Y'all ain't even say nothing. So at least they did, even though it was goofy. But at least they did add to the conversation a little bit. So shout out to y'all goofies in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll never do the whole pull up thing. Hey man, pull up. Let's do this and pull up and all this. Woo. I, I ain't got look, man. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. I ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody. Anybody pull up on me anywhere, it's gonna be drama. Period. Just know that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not pushing that line like that. That's dumb to me. Oh, let's pull up. All this type of stuff. Hey, pull up, pull up, pull up. You really don't want to pull up on me, for real. That ain't gonna go good for nobody. We all gonna go. It's all gonna be bad for all of us. So let's just leave that off of my life. All the fake gangster stuff and all that. This ain't the place for that. I'm gonna be on here talking about different topics in the news and stuff. You know, what's on the news and what's going on, and with our people, this and the third. And I'm trying to not be so leaning so black central and all that. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about that. So it's hard when I'm talking about any topic. I have as to go into that. But I really want to just focus on mainly discussing the news and the news topics and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with none of the pull-up culture and all this type of shit because I'm a real, like I'm a man. I'm like, I'm a soldier, all that. You don't want to pull up on me. You don't really want to do that for real. It sound good and all that in the chat and all that. Yeah, it sound all tough and all that. But that ain't gonna go good for nobody. So yeah, let's just keep all that off of my live. Stay on here if you want to come on here talking about the topic, which was the natives, blacks being natives, and the southern blacks being country as fuck. If you want to talk about that, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I'm not even gonna respond to none of the goofy shit no more. I just was doing that because y'all was like some of the first people to even comment on my lives. So I was just giving you what you want. You know what I'm saying? But And I will, if you pull up, I'll give you what you want. But I'm not gonna base my channel on all that. I know there's a lot of channels be based on that. Oh yeah, you know, fuck you, nigga, this, that, and the third. Everybody want to battle with each other and shit. Oh, this nigga that. Oh yeah, you this, that, and the third. Let's pull up, let's do this, pull up. I ain't with I ain't no crash out. That's stupid. That's dumb. We gonna pull up and do an interview? That's cool. We can do that. I ain't doing no crashing out. That's dumb. That's what's wrong with our people. We always want to crash out shit over everything. Oh, let's crash out, y'all. Nah, these youngsters throwing their lives away. I'm the little youngsters that killed Fulio. They talking about giving them the death penalty. They finna mess around and get whacked. Cause they want to go out and do some spinning and all that. They want to go spin on the young man, on Fulio. But at the same time though, we don't know what Fulio and them had done either though. We don't know what none of them people. It's a lot of this stuff be happening. We don't know the backstory. We don't know what be going on in the streets and all that with them. They don't tell them what happened. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they be too far gone. You know, what if somebody smacked your brother or sister or whatever? You ain't gonna want to stop. And especially if you see them somewhere, whoever did it or whatever, you see them somewhere, you see their people somewhere, you just gonna be up. That's just how you can't even help it. Your emotions just gonna start going crazy. You see somebody that smoked your kinfolk or something, and you see them somewhere, you ain't gonna be able to not. Your emotions gonna take over. So, but them in that particular situation with Fulio and all, I think they drove. They had time to think about it and shit. I think they had drove from another city or something and did all kind of wild shit. That was a planned situation. So I don't know, man. Y'all need to get off the gas. Get in, study, get money. Get on these social media platforms and get money. People get money on here. Get on here and get money. You know what I'm saying? You talk what? But I can't even read that. Boom, blood clot. Shit, you talk. Like, I don't know what the hell you saying, man. You ain't no good commenter. I'm a damn near a better chat person than I am being the actual person. I'm saying I go hard in the chat. Y'all don't know how to chat right. Y'all ain't good chat people. I need some good chat people in here. I guess don't nobody be up this early like this. Where the hustlers at? Niggas be sleep. Ever since that pandemic, the whole world shut down at night. That's crazy to me. I be up. I don't have no set time to do nothing. I be up all day, all night. I go to sleep whenever I'm sleepy. It may be any time. It might be in the middle of the day. It might be at night. It might be whenever. But I try not to be on no regular scale. I don't like being regular like that. Just just being a fucking robot. Oh yeah, I gotta get up at this time. Gotta eat breakfast. It's like you just getting the same routine, doing the same shit every day. You're like a robot for the system. And that's where the Matrix thing came from. Y'all robots to this shit. Y'all the batteries. When y'all be in y'all daily routine mode and all that, y'all the battery to this. Y'all keep all these people that y'all worship, all these rich people and all that, y'all they battery. You can't help nobody in this world. You're just a smoker. A smoke. Where you from? Goofball. Goofball babble. Where you from? Because where I'm from, a smoker is somebody that smoke crack. I ain't never been a smoker. I've never been a smoker. You know what I'm saying? Now one time in my life, I've never been a smoker. Now, if you talking about smoking weed, yeah, I smoke weed. Hell yeah, fucking right. I'm not trying to help nobody either. That's never been my goal. I got my own kids, my own stuff. I'm trying to help myself and my kids and my family, my loved ones. That's what I'm trying to help. I don't even give money to bums. When I'm out in the public, I don't give money to them bums and homeless people and all that because I feel like that's why they out there. I feel like you enabling them to be standing out there on the corner and shit. I feel like if you're a real bum, you need to go live in the woods, get you a tent. Why would you want to be seen right there on the corner and all that? I think that's a mental illness. So I think you enabling all these mentally ill people to be standing on the corner and all that by giving them. I think that's enabling them. I don't give them money. I help them, but I won't help the ones that stand on the corner like that. I've done it, but I'm saying I try not to do it because I feel like you enabling them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Are you from Cali? I've been to Cali. I've been to Venice Beach. I've been to LA. I always wanted to smoke a blunt walking down the street, and I did it when I was in Cali. You know what I'm saying? I rolled me a blunt. I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to just walk down the street and just smoke me a blunt without the law saying anything to me, anything. And I did it. I rolled me a fat ass stogie, and I just walked down. I was in the hood too. I was in somebody's hood over there. I don't know. I don't know nothing about it, so I don't know. I don't think they looked at me as a threat or nothing because they knew I was probably from somewhere else because just my whole demeanor and all that. And the fact that I was so excited about fucking just walking down the street smoking a blunt. Ain't nobody fuck with me or nothing. I went to the little hood store and everything. There was some gangsters, little hood, hood niggas in there, all that. They was cool. Everybody was cool. I didn't have no issue. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was cool when I went to Cali. They was drinking liquor and shit. You know what I'm saying? I went and the first time I went to Cali though, I went to Disney. Which one is that? Is it Disneyland or Disney World? I forgot which one is out there. That's the one I went to. It was me, my dad, my first son. He was a baby. My wife from my first son, and my auntie and her son. He was young. My little cousin Terrence. We all went to Disneyland in California, and we drove. And that shit was cool as hell. If you ain't never drove to California, you need to do that. Do that one time in your life, at least. Drive from Texas to California. The drive is cool as shit. When you go through, I think it's Arizona or one of them states you go through. The mountains, they all like red, got these big red mountains and all that. And then you drive through this one part, and you get to see all the big uh, electric, the fans that create the electricity and all that. They got just miles of them. They big as hell, big ass fans with the big electric. I forgot what they called or whatever. Hydrofoil, I want to say, the big hydrofoil fans and all that. It's like miles of them. The shit is beautiful, actually. When you see it, it's like damn. It's like when you see some shit that you ain't never seen before, but you see it like in person. It's like this. It's like mesmerizing. That drive, you see a bunch of shit like that. When you drive from here to Cali, you're gonna see a bunch of shit. It's gonna mesmerize you. You're gonna be like, wow, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I went. When we got there, we went to Disneyland, went to Venice Beach, and then I went to Cali again when I was grown. I went on a business trip out there. I used to teach first aid. So I went out there to teach this company first aid out there in Cali. They flew me out there and everything. Paid me, gave me a fat payoff. Paid me nice too. Flew me out there, all that. That was the time I walked down the street, smoked the blunt. Cause I wasn't the person teaching the class. My wife was the one teaching the class, so she flew out there with me. So while she was in there teaching them, I rolled me up. I called one of the homies. He called somebody from out there in Cali. They came, brought me some weed, and I rolled me up a blunt, smoked that motherfucker walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to do that. I got it on video somewhere on one of my hard drives somewhere. And then we went on Venice Beach, me and my wife, and we rolled like about 6 blunts. We rolled like 6 blunts. We trying to smoke all the motherfuckers before our flight came. Our flight was like in a couple hours. But we had a bunch of weed with us. And we didn't know that we could just take the weed on the plane with us. You know, because I guess when you coming from, I guess when you still probably shouldn't do it, you coming from Cali, but they ain't gonna fuck with you if you in Cali and you got the weed on you. We still from Texas, so we not looking at it like that. So we was trying to smoke all the weed before we left. So we went out on the beach, on Venice Beach, and rolled like 6 blunts. You know what I'm saying? You smoke to talk like that. You can't help nobody. Um, yeah, so we smoked all them blunts and shit on the beach and shit. Me and my wife. And that shit was cool as hell too. I fuck with Venice. I wouldn't mind living there. I wouldn't mind living at Venice Beach. I like the atmosphere. I like the whole little setup. That little area right there. I fuck with that. So we all and then we almost missed our flight because I didn't know when you out on Venice Beach, your fucking phone go dead. Like you don't got no signal. We had no signal. So we trying to call the Uber to get back to the airport, but we ain't got no signal and shit. And we got all this gear, we got all this stuff, all our luggage and all that. We got all the stuff with us. The stuff that we did the class and all that, the mannequins, all that. The CPR mannequins, the first aid equipment, all that. We got all that stuff with us. So I'm carrying all that stuff. And we walking through Venice Beach trying to get a signal. You know what I'm saying? So we can get our Uber back to the airport or whatever. And we it took a while. We barely made it. We made it back to the airport just in time. But yeah, that was the second time I went to Cali. First time I went to Disneyland. That was the first time I drove out there. I drove. Did I drive? I drove the whole way back. I drove. Let me see. One of the ways I drove the whole way. I think it was back. Was it there or back? I might have drove the whole way there. I drove either the whole way there or the whole way back. I drove one of them. My dad drove one of them. I drove one of them. I can't remember if I drove there or I drove back. I think I drove back. I think my dad drove the whole way there, and then I drove the whole way back. But we stopped in Arizona. We had family out there. We had family in Arizona, so we stopped in Arizona. We stayed at their house, and Arizona cool as hell too. They houses and all they stuff look different. Everything look way different than if you like in Dallas Fort Worth or something. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, like the houses, the neighborhoods, all that stuff, the stores, everything look different. Cause everything is built. A lot of they stuff built. It's like they got clay. A lot of like, cause they heat level is different. Arizona it be hot as hell. So it's a desert type area. So the houses and all that is made different. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool as hell though. I that was a very awesome trip going to Cali. And then when I got there, I was expecting it to be all super gangster and all, and it was. But they was cool to me, like even the gangsters. They was cool to me. I went to the park, cause we had our hotel was kind of like in the hood, kind of like, and it was a hood park, right down the street from the hotel. And me and my wife got into it. So I jumped in the rental car. It was a van that we drove out there, and I jumped in the rental car and I went to the park. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was trying to find some weed. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the park and I seen some niggas in the park. So I'm like, I know they know where the weed at. So and there was some gangsters too. It was some it was some essays at the park. I don't know. I'm not saying essay is the gang essay. I'm saying it was some Hispanics at the park, and there was some black people at the park too. They was all like gangsters, or you could tell. So they was hooping. The black people was hooping. They were playing basketball or whatever. So I figured I would just go jump in the game, play a game with them, and then I asked for the weed. I wasn't gonna just walk up to them and ask for the weed. I was gonna play a game with them first, and then after I just got over there, asked for my necks. You know what I'm saying? They gave me my necks and everything. They ain't never even seen me if I wasn't even from their hood. Nothing. They gave me my necks. I jumped in the game, played. They smoked the blunt with me and everything. Gave me some weed. They ain't even sell me the weed. Gave me some weed. Gave me some weed. Gave me some barbecue. They were barbecuing. Gave me some barbecue and some weed. You know what I'm saying? I was welcomed by the hood and all that when I went to Cali. It wasn't like super. They were some gangsters. You could tell they were some gangsters. Some of them had their rags and shit hanging out their pocket. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even trip on me or nothing. They fed me, gave me some weed, smoked with me, everything. So I wasn't even tripping. I shit. I went back to the hotel, fat fool, had some weed and everything. Had just got me a game of basketball in. I experienced Cali. I wanted to experience it too. That's another thing when I go to these different places. I don't want to just be no tourist. I want to experience the. I went to their little hood store and everything. I wanted to experience how my people living out here. And I experienced it. And it was a pretty cool experience. I'm not saying it probably won't get gangsta out there. Not saying that. We was in Long Beach. That's where our hotel was at. It was in Long Beach. And I'm not for 1 minute saying that, you know, it wouldn't get gangsta out there. And I'm just saying when I went, the gangsters that I was around, they was welcoming. They wasn't really tripping or nothing. Not on me at least. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had a great time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a few of the women that I, met out there. And I didn't do nothing with them or nothing, but there was some beautiful women that I ran into. I seen um one of the WNBA players. I forgot her name. I met her too out on Venice Beach. She was just walking up the strip. When I forgot her name. It's one of the more popular WNBA players. She was up there. It was a few celebrities walking up and down Venice Beach though. Out there, out in Cali, it's almost like seeing a celebrity ain't nothing like irregular. It almost seems like they probably just see celebrities on a daily basis and stuff. Cause I seen so many when I went to Venice Beach. I was like, okay, this must just be a regular thing for them. You know, because nobody was acting like it was a star, and they weren't like, oh, there's what's her name? Woo, 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 woo. It wasn't even like that. They was just walking with everybody else, walking up and down the strip and stuff. It was a different vibe because out here in Texas, back then at least, maybe not now, I don't know, but back then, if a celebrity was to walk somewhere or come in the room or be in the building, it was like a big thing, you know. Out there, when I went out there, they was acting like it wasn't nothing. Oh, that's just what's her name? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I kind of got off the original uh, thing I was talking about, which was we being from here. We from here, man. A lot of us from here. Y'all got to get over it. A lot of y'all that don't buy into that concept, y'all got to get over it because that concept make just as much sense as whatever concept you done came up with. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that y'all talk about is just stuff that y'all got from other people. People don't know. So it's no, we don't have any. People say, well, show a reference. There's no reference to how the world began and all that. You can't have a reference. There's no reference. You see what I'm saying? So no one knows really either how we got here, how the world began, if it ever even began, or if it's just eternal, or infinite. We don't know that. We all just pulling straws. All that stuff is pulling straws. So with that being said, anybody's viewpoint on that has some some validity to it. Somebody could say it was a pink dragon with no wing that can't fly. A pink dragon that can't fly that created the universe. That could literally be somebody's rendition that they could stand on. And it has just as much weight as the God concept or the you know the Big Bang concept or the scientific concept or this concept or that concept. It holds just as much weight because if no one knows, that means no one knows. That means it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? That means anyone's rendition of it is just pulling a straw, a theory. Any reference that you have that came from any human, that was a theory that they had. They had no knowledge of they didn't know, just like you don't, just like I don't know. They didn't know. You see what I'm saying? So anyone's rendition of it, you don't have to take it on as yours, but you can't really knock it because it don't really because no one knows. You see what I'm saying? So maybe it was a pink dragon for all we know. You know, we can't say it wasn't. You can't honestly say it was not a pink dragon that created the universe. You can't honestly say that. You can't. That could actually be true. If a man splitting the sea, flooding the earth, doing all this type of stuff could be true, just like that could be true. A pink dragon creating the universe could be true. Same thing, same validity, same. You know, you can have just as many resources that you can pull up on either one of those being true. I could write a book right now on a pink dragon creating the earth, creating the world, creating the universe. I could. So that's why I never bought into none of that. None of the religious stuff. None of the theories. Even the Big Bang is foolishness. All of that is foolishness because it all deals with something that happened billions of years ago. Or millions or billions or whatever years ago. There's no possible way for any human to know what happened millions of billions of years ago. You don't have any idea what happened. It could have been two Earths, for all you know, back then. And they collided into each other and made one. You don't know. You don't know what happened. You have no way of knowing what happened. Everything that you say that happened is just a guess. It could be a scientific guess. It could be an educated guess. But it's still a guess. So it's all wide open to whatever you want it to be pretty much at this point. Whatever you want the creation story to be, that's what it is in your mind. So that's the reality for you. You know what I'm saying? Facts. It's a mighty medium. I'm out.